residence of an A-list Chinese celebrity whose identity remains protected under ongoing police investigation. The discovery, which occurred under circumstances that authorities are describing as highly unusual and requiring immediate forensic examination, has ignited a firestorm of speculation across social media platforms, with the hashtag reaching over 500 million views within the first 12 hours of the news breaking. But how did this watch, a personal belonging of someone who passed away, end up in another celebrity's home? What were SongYun and SongYun doing at this mysterious residence? And most disturbingly, why are police treating this discovery with such grave seriousness that they've imposed a media blackout on the homeowner's identity? The entertainment world woke up this morning to what can only be described as its biggest mystery since the unexplained circumstances surrounding several high-profile industry incidents that have rocked Chinese showbiz in recent years. Sources close to the investigation speaking on condition of absolute anonymity due to the sensitive nature of the ongoing police inquiry have confirmed that the timepiece in question is definitively linked to Yumeng through distinctive engravings and authentication markers that leave no room for doubt about its provenance. The watch, described by investigators as significant evidence in what has now become a formal criminal investigation, was allegedly found by SongYun during what was supposed to be a routine social visit to a fellow industry professional's luxurious compound in one of Beijing's most exclusive residential districts. What happened next would transform an ordinary afternoon into a nightmare scenario that has law enforcement officials working around the clock and has left two of China's most beloved young stars at the center of a controversy neither could have imagined when they woke up that morning. Industry insiders are calling this the most explosive celebrity scandal to emerge from China's entertainment capital in over a decade, with implications that could potentially unravel carefully constructed public images and expose dark secrets that powerful figures have allegedly worked tirelessly to keep buried. The atmosphere in Beijing's entertainment district has shifted from its usual buzz of creativity and glamour to one of paranoia and suspicion, with celebrities, managers, and industry executives reportedly engaging in emergency crisis management meetings and lawyering up in anticipation of what revelations might emerge from the police investigation. SongYun, known for her girl-next-door image and wholesome reputation, has reportedly been left emotionally devastated by the discovery and its implications. According to sources who claim to have spoken with individuals in her inner circle. Meanwhile, SongYun, whose career has been on a meteoric rise with hit after hit, finds himself thrust into a real-life drama far more intense than any script he's ever performed. But the question everyone is asking remains unanswered. Whose house were they visiting? And what connection does this unnamed celebrity have to Yumeng's personal belongings? The discovery that stopped the industry cold timeline of a shocking afternoon, according to multiple sources who have pieced together fragments of information from various individuals with knowledge of the incident. The discovery occurred approximately 6 days ago during what participants believed would be an informal gathering among industry colleagues. SongYun and SongYun had reportedly been invited to the residence by the homeowner, a figure described variously as extremely influential, connected at the highest levels of the industry, and someone whose involvement in this situation is absolutely unthinkable for what was characterized as a casual dinner among friends and professional acquaintances. The residence itself, located in a neighborhood where property values regularly exceed tens of millions of dollars and where security is typically so tight that even delivery personnel require advanced clearance and multiple levels of verification, seemed an unlikely setting for the bombshell discovery that would soon dominate headlines and trending topics across every social media platform in China. The afternoon had apparently proceeded normally for several hours, with guests mingling in the expansive living spaces that characterize homes in this ultra-exclusive enclave. Witnesses report that SongYun had stepped away from the main gathering area, apparently searching for a restroom or perhaps simply exploring the impressive residence, when he allegedly entered a study or private office space. What happened next remains somewhat unclear, with different accounts providing varying details, but the core facts appear consistent across multiple sources. Sukai discovered a watch later identified as belonging to Yumeng in a location that sources have variously described as a desk drawer, a display case, or among other personal items. The discovery immediately struck Sukai as significant, sources say, because he recognized distinctive features of the timepiece that he recalled from previous encounters with Yumeng during their time working in the industry together. Rather than immediately confronting the homeowner or making a scene that could have escalated an already tense situation, Sukai reportedly exercised remarkable composure and discretion. He quietly located SongYun among the other guests, and the two actors excused themselves to a private area where Sukai could show her what he had found and discuss their options for handling such a delicate and potentially explosive discovery. Both actors reportedly understood immediately that this was not a simple case of a borrowed watch or an innocent explanation. The context of finding Yumeng's personal property in another person's home, combined with circumstances surrounding used passing that had left many in the industry with lingering questions and unresolved suspicions, meant that this discovery carried implications far beyond a simple matter of lost property. The decision about what to do next placed both young actors in an impossibly difficult position. In an industry where relationships, connections, and maintaining harmonious professional relationships can make or break careers, directly confronting a powerful celebrity host about why they possessed another deceased industry figure's personal property could have serious professional ramifications. However, both Sukai and SongYun reportedly felt that the gravity of their discovery and their ethical obligations left them with no choice but to take action regardless of the potential cost to their careers. After what sources describe as an extremely tense private conversation in which they debated various approaches, the two actors made the decision that would transform them from party guests into key witnesses in a criminal investigation. They would take photographic evidence of the watch in its discovered location, leave the party as quickly and naturally as possible without arousing suspicion, and immediately contact legal counsel, who could advise them on the proper authorities to notify why this watch matters. Yumeng's legacy and the questions that never got answered to understand why the discovery of this particular watch has generated such explosive controversy and intense police interest. One must understand who Yumeng was and why his death left so many questions unanswered in an industry that is typically very effective at controlling narratives and managing public perception. Yumeng, for those unfamiliar with his work and impact on Chinese entertainment, was not merely another actor or industry professional. He was a rising star whose talent had caught the attention of major directors, producers, and casting agents across the industry. His performances had earned critical acclaim, and industry insiders had begun predicting that he was on the cusp of breakthrough roles that would establish him as one of the defining actors of his generation. But beyond his professional accomplishments, Yumeng was known within industry circles as someone who possessed integrity, authenticity, and a principled approach to his career that set him apart from peers who were willing to compromise their values for advancement. Multiple sources who worked with you describe him as someone who asked difficult questions, refused to participate in industry practices he found unethical, and had made enemies among powerful people by refusing to stay silent about things he witnessed. This reputation, while earning him respect from colleagues and admiration from fans who appreciated his authenticity, allegedly also created tensions with individuals and organizations that preferred their business practices remain unexamined and unquestioned. When news of Yumeng's death emerged, the initial reports characterized it as a tragic accident, with official statements providing minimal detail while expressing appropriate condolences and sorrow. However, almost immediately, whispers began circulating within industry circles that the circumstances surrounding his death were strange, didn't add up, and raised more questions than the official explanations answered. To delve deeper into the unfolding drama, It's essential to explore the backgrounds of the key figures involved and the broader context of China's entertainment industry, which has long been plagued by rumors of corruption, power imbalances, and hidden agendas. Suk Kai, a charismatic actor in his mid-20s, rose to fame through a series of blockbuster dramas that showcased his versatility in roles ranging from romantic leads to action heroes. His clean-cut image and dedication to his craft have endeared him to millions of fans, but this incident threatens to tarnish his reputation if any connections to foul play are uncovered. SongYun, on the other hand, has built her career on portraying relatable, everyday characters in feel-good series, earning her the nickname China's Sweetheart. Her involvement in this scandal is particularly shocking, as she has always steered clear of controversies, focusing instead on philanthropy and positive public engagements. The unnamed homeowner, shrouded in secrecy, is rumored to be a veteran A-lister with deep ties to production companies and political influencers, someone whose influence could sway entire projects or careers with a single word. This individual's residence, a sprawling estate equipped with state-of-the-art security and opulent amenities, symbolizes the pinnacle of success in an industry where appearances often mask underlying tensions. As the story spreads, online detectives and fan communities have begun piecing together timelines, analyzing past interactions between Yumeng and other celebrities, and speculating on possible motives, ranging from jealousy over rising stardom to cover-ups of illicit dealings. The watch itself, a luxury Swiss timepiece customized with personal engravings that included Yumeng's birth date and a meaningful quote, was not just an accessory, but a symbol of his achievements, gifted to him during a milestone film premiere. Its presence in another home raises chilling possibilities. Was it stolen as a trophy, part of a larger conspiracy, or an overlooked remnant from a forgotten encounter? Forensic experts are now examining the item for fingerprints, DNA traces, and any signs of tampering, while police have expanded their inquiry to include reviews of surveillance footage from the residence and interviews with other guests at the gathering. The ripple effects are already visible, with upcoming film releases involving the implicated parties facing potential delays, sponsors pulling endorsements, and a wave of solidarity posts from fellow celebrities urging patience and justice. This scandal highlights the fragility of fame in China, where state oversight, intense public scrutiny, and internal power struggles can turn idols into suspects overnight. In conclusion, as the investigation progresses under a veil of secrecy, the discovery of Yumeng's watch serves as a stark reminder of the shadows lurking behind the glitz of Chinese showbiz. What began as a casual visit has evolved into a potential watershed moment that could expose systemic issues within the industry, from unethical practices to unresolved mysteries surrounding high-profile deaths. For Suk Kai and SongYun, their courageous decision to report the find may redefine their legacies as not just entertainers, but as beacons of integrity in a world desperate for truth. Whether this leads to justice for Yumeng or further entanglements remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the entertainment landscape in China may never be the same, prompting calls for greater transparency and accountability among its stars and power brokers. As fans and observers await official updates, the story underscores the timeless adage that in the pursuit of fame, some secrets refuse to stay buried forever.